Hello and welcome guys. In this video session, we are going to see how to create a REST API and consume the REST API inside Blazor WebAssembly application. This video is a part of Blazor WebAssembly series started from the fundamental. If you are interested in learning Blazor and other Microsoft programming languages, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon. Let's get started. So in our previous class, we created one Blazor WebAssembly application and we show our structures. So here you can see in the fetch data dot Razor component. Here you can see one HTTP JSON get from JSON async is calling. So it's hitting one API and this API present inside our server. This is controller class. Okay, weather forecast controller, this one. Okay, this is the get method and they are directly calling this one. So I'm going to create the same structure to add our own list page. Okay, so let's go to the pages. We have shared up, sorry, into client application. In the shared, in the nav menu, okay, here I am creating one page, one more page. Let's say get data API. We are getting data from API. Let's create one more page here. Add the Razor component. Let's say I am giving the student display student. Okay. Next, declare the page directive. So, student list. This is my link here. Done. I'm going to copy paste the design of fetch data screen completely. First, let copy paste, then do modifications. So here you can see in fetch data, it's injecting one HTTP client. In my previous session, I already saw what is dependency injection and how to use it. If you missed the session, I will give the link on I button. Please check it out. So this is the HTTP client we are going to inject. Okay, I'm going to copy paste this both the record. Okay, we're fetching data from a server with API. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to create a student model inside my shared folder. So here you can see weather forecast model is there inside my shared application. I'm going to create a student data model inside my shared application. So right click the shared, add class. Okay. So these are the properties I'm declaring in the class, guys. To save the time, I'm just copy paste this one. Okay, once this is done, I need this one is display student. I need this one. I don't need this one. So let's declare a list of student data model equal to student list. Okay, so it's a need to declare public. Done. So display student, this one. Okay, so I'm running in the student, so let's add here std student list equal to name. So first number is registration number, last one second is name, email id and contact. Okay, so here need to declare registration number. Guys, forgive of this background noise. So name, here email id and here contact number. So we have done our designing. So here it is asking for a existing copy paste, so it should be student. Okay, we have done our designing string. Let's go to our server part and create a controller. So here controller section I am creating R controller. Here web API controller, add this. Let's say student controller, add this one. Okay, I don't need my route here. I will add my own route section. So let's see what is there here. Straightforward. Okay, so I will be HTTP GET and route will be I'm giving user defined route. So get student data list. So I need to call this one, this shared model here. So using my application name dot shared. Okay, so I need a student data model, public list student data model. Let's give the method name. Okay, just save the time. I'm just returning like this. Done. So our API also ready with a route path. So go to our display student.razor page. Here you can see in the forecast it is doing like this. So I'm going to student equal to this list of student, and it will go to student controller. This is my routing. So this one, rebuild the application. Will succeed. Run the application now, and we will see we are getting data from this student list API or not. While running, guys, in this middle of time, you can subscribe to my channel so that you will not miss any of the future update from me. So it's loading. It depends upon the machine's configuration to load, or it is the first time I'm loading, so that's why it's taking time. Okay, so we have fetch data here, which data fetching from the weather forecast, and we have a get data API, which data fetching from the our this record. We created this one: Alex, Peter, John, Mukesh, Arthur, right? So in this way we can create one API, and by using HTTP client, injecting HTTP client, we can get our data through that API. Guys, in my coming session I'm going to show how to use entity framework core and how to fetch same student record from the database. So please stay tuned. Thank you very much.